And that's why I like watching my blues when I got time on my hands and ain't got work today. I don't have to worry about streaming what's coming on Netflix or leaving. Everything's always on these little discs in tight little snap covers. And that's why I love watching my blues. My blues. Ma Blues is a copyright by Twitter user @KimFall. That's UL, not two L's. Goo, 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 goo. Goo, 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 goo. What's up, hosers? Welcome to a special edition of the GCap recap. Ma Blues! I'm GCap, depending on who you ask. And I'm so excited that you guys joined me today to do one of my unveilings, one of my movies I have, doing a little unboxing of my blues. Right? So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel and that button down there. And also follow me on my social accounts so we can interact. On Instagram and Twitter, @GCapRecap for both. Very easy. Let me get started. Get into this right away. So I'm just gonna get right into it. My trusty blade. Oh, you getting excited, huh? Oh, trigger warning. Oh, the anticipation. Oh, you're the bubbles, the packing, the crinkling. Oh, you like that? Huh? Trigger warning. Getting your senses all heightened. Anticipation. I'll give a whole new meaning to the name Edgelord. All right, let me go. Oh, I like that noise. The noise, the crinkling. Even though you know what's coming, your senses can't help it. I don't need that anymore. Strange Brew from 1983. Strange Brew is a very, very funny cult classic, and I haven't owned this as a VHS or anything in quite some time. So and they stopped showing it on cable a lot recently. So there's been a lot of times it's gone by to where I haven't I haven't been able to watch it. It's look at that first time on Blu-ray. So this is probably one of the original batches that went out. I was able to find this for a very good price. And for anybody that don't know about this film, back in the mid to late 70s through the early 80s, there was a sketch comedy show that would take place more in Chicago versus Saturday Night Live and being in New York, and it was Second City TV, SCTV, and like one of the I guess famous for that level versus Saturday Night Live, reoccurring characters were Doug and Bob McKenzie, collectively known as the McKenzie brothers. And they basically hosted a show where they talked about drinking beer all the time, and they imitated Canadians and the whole Canadian stereotypes of that hoser and and all that stuff. It was all done in good fun. And they had a show called The Great White North. So I guess through whatever, I mean, it's beyond me. I'm too young to remember any of that stuff. But I watched things in the later years. Strange Brew is a movie that spun off of that, and it was if I back up a second, the McKenzie brothers. So Bob McKenzie is played by Rick Moranis. We all love Rick Moranis, right? I mean, we love the guy. He's adorable, right? And then there's Dave Thomas, who's plays Doug McKenzie. But I love these guys as a duo, and I love when they play the McKenzie brothers. I absolutely had to own this. So coming off of that whole skit, Saturday Night Live has like the ladies' man, or they always it's Pat, have these characters in movies. This one's actually like very, very good. Very culty. Gotta have a pretty weird sense of humor to enjoy it, but it's not a long film, and it's great. Bob and Doug McKenzie, they live in Canada. They live at home with their parents. They drink beer all the time, and they don't have jobs. They don't have money, and they have this scam to where they're going to try to get free beer by putting a live mouse into a beer bottle, which they're successful in doing. So, in going to the Elsinore Brewery, that's the name of the beer and the brewery. They go up there with their whole little scheme. They're able to meet. Her name's Pam Elsinore. She is the daughter of the recently deceased owner of the brewery, and it's now been left to her. Well, when Bob and Doug get there, they both are able to save her life because she's caught in this. She's caught at the gate. She's about to get electrocuted. They use their van to push her through, and she's just very, very thankful. And she offers them jobs at the brewery, in which case, at the end of the night, they get free beer. So they're all about that, right? What is not known is that her recently departed father was murdered, and his brother wants to take, who's played by Paul Dooley, who's in 16 Candles. He's on Curb Your Enthusiasm recently. He's the one that gets really mad about the obituary, not saying beloved aunt, but saying beloved something else. He's trying to kill her, so he can get the brewery and not her. And he's also working with this mad scientist who he also works at the psychiatric facility that's conveniently located right next to the brewery, where this mad scientist is performing all these experiments and putting this serum into the beer that is going to cause mind control, and he's going to use Elsinore beer to control the whole world and this, that, and the other. And that mad scientist is played by none other than Max von Sydow. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things when you're telling somebody about this movie, you get that same kind of effect like when you tell them that Meryl Streep is in She-Devil with Roseanne Barr. It's kind of like, wait, what? Max von Sydow plays the baddie in it, the bad scientist, and he's great. They're feeding this to the people at the asylum across the street. They're giving it to other employees. They're drinking it, so they're also being controlled by this mind serum. When they go to work through synthesizer keyboard notes. And it's causing them to, battle each other in these like hockey fights, and just to show that it's working. It's making everyone violent and be able to be controlled. Eventually, Pam gets wind that she's being targeted, by her uncle to kill her, to take over, and Bob and Doug get mixed up in this as well. And they try to save her and they try to be the heroes, but the movie is freaking funny. I wish it's not on any streaming services right now. I wish I could direct you guys to watch it. It's not a very long movie, and it might take you a couple minutes to get used to it, but very slapsticky, very kind of Three Stoogey, physical comedy. And it's great. Yep. These two guys together make a great comedy duo. And who doesn't love Rick Moranis, right? So if you love him, you got to see this because this is where he started. They both directed this movie. They both wrote. I think they had somebody else help them write it, but they both wrote it and they both directed it, which is pretty freaking phenomenal. So. I could not wait to just go out and buy this and finally own it once and for all. So when I tell somebody about it, I'm not like, oh yeah, I don't have it. It's phenomenal. I'm gonna crack her open. Where's my vicious blade again? First time on Blue. So yeah, my blues, bro. Gotta have my blues. I need my blues. All right. Let's see here. Let's grab this there. Pull this down here. Open this sucker. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of these left, guys, online, so I'm really glad that I bought it. Some of them were ridiculous. Some of them were almost around like $80, $90. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This was actually very good. I got it from a third-party seller on Amazon. So let's take a look here. So actually, let me show you this again without the plastic on it. Once I give you that Oh, the trigger warning again. Oh, your senses, you can't help it, the anticipation. I'm just teasing. Or am I? All right, there's that, and there's the back. Take off, you hosers, to the Great White North. Kind of explained what all that was. Yeah, it's cool. There's Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas. No, not the Wendy's Dave Thomas. Max von Sydow's there. Paul Dooley. I also forgot to mention that the actress that plays Pam Elsnor is also she's in the original Black Christmas. She's the first one who gets offed. So, mind you, I saw this movie before I saw that, but let's see here. So, before I open this, I just want to read some of the things on the back. All right, so I mean, it's not, it doesn't have a ton of features, but it has something. It's not bare bones. I mean, it has the trailer, whatever. Actually, it looks here. There's an animated skit with Bob and Doug McKenzie, and then there's a classic sketch from SCTV. So that's pretty cool. Yes, at least it's something. At least they offer you something. Let me open this up. My blue. So there's that. You take it out. Did I just say that? Here. It's like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Can I take something out for you? There you go. So there's the disc with our two beautiful dumb heroes on there. And like I said, I always joke because I'm like, this movie is kind of a tribute or an argument for being a functional alcoholic. I mean, their dog's crazy too. He needs to drink. He's got like he's a black dog, but he's got this white stripe down his back. So the movie's crazy. It makes a lot of it pokes a lot at some pop culture references at the time. Return of the Jedi, Star Wars are brought up a couple times. They what else? Jaws is kind of teased. Superman, and then you've got the whole hockey thing. Those vicious hockey scenes are funny. But it is, man. It's full of sight gags and slapsticks, and it's just a good way to turn your brain off. So, especially if you're a Rick Moranis fan, I mean, God love the guy. When I saw Ghostbusters, I'd already seen this movie first on HBO. So, and I thought he was funny. I had no idea about the SCTV skits until I was a little bit older, and I'm like, oh, I just thought they just made these characters, these movies, and that was it. So yeah, if you guys like this movie, if you hate this movie, let me know. Yeah, leave a comment. Let's chat. Talk to me on one of my social channels. Very glad I bought this. I got this. I'll tell you that I got this for under $10. It's pretty good. For a blue, need my blues, bro. I get cheap blues. I could buy more blues, and then I have more blues. Then I can keep doing the series. But also, yeah, if you guys want to pick up, there's a few more left at under $10, and it's worth it. And you get free shipping or whatever too. So, which was awesome. Guy was great. Got here much sooner. I thought I was gonna have to wait for the shipping, but it got here within a week, which is awesome. So, there you go. Strange Brew. Strange Blue. Strange Brew is now my Strange Blue. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, comment, like, subscribe. And I'll see you. And guys, like I always say, anytime you watch the GCap recap, you always have a seat at the bar. Sit, Koopy, sit. Good dog.